Hello everyone, and welcome to CNAPS AI. In today's video we'll learn the difference between depth images and canny images, explore their use cases, and understand when to use each one for better AI-generated results. But, before we start, let's understand depth image and canny image in brief. A depth image is used when you want to keep the sense of distance and overall scene layout. It helps AI understand what is near and what is far, making the result more natural and well-structured. And a canny image is used when you want to preserve exact shapes and outlines. It is especially useful for logos, text, and object designs, where accuracy of edges and structure is important. In simple terms, depth means scene and distance, and canny means shapes, logos, and text clarity. That's the core difference between the two. Now, let's understand this with some examples. So first, we will add image loader node in the canvas. So here is the image loader node in the canvas. Now let's add depth Anything Annotator node and connect it with image loader node. Now extend this edge to get the output. Let's upload the image. So the image is uploaded. Now let's run the workflow to get the depth image of the original image. So here is our depth image output. You can clearly see that the objects closer to the camera appear brighter compared to the objects that are farther away. You can also notice that it does not preserve the outlines or edges of the objects in the image. Now we will pass this output to Image Edit Model Gwen 2511, which fills and edits the image according to our requirements. Now let's connect them and extend the edge to get the output. Here, I will enter the text or content that we want to fill into the depth image. So, we will use a very simple prompt. Fill this depth image with a man wearing a white jacket and an urban street background. Okay, now apply it. Now let's run the workflow. Okay, here is the output. As you can see, it has maintained the original composition, structure, and pose of the man from the original image. Now, let's perform the same process using a canny image. To better understand the difference between canny and depth images, we will generate both from the same original image and compare them side by side. Next, we will use the Gwen 2511 image edit model to fill and reconstruct both images. Finally, we will compare the generated outputs to see how each control image influences the result, and understand the unique strengths and use cases of canny and depth images. So let's start by adding an image loader node to the canvas. And now, we will connect it to the depth Anything Annotator. And extend this to route the output to the image viewer node. Now let's add the Canny Depth Edge Annotator node. Connect it to the image loader node and extend it to get the output. And now I will also add image comparison nodes to compare the depth and canny images so you have a better understanding of them. So here's our depth image, and here's our canny image. And we have connected them to the image comparison node. Now let's upload the image. I will upload a perfume bottle image to give you a better understanding. Now let's run the workflow. Here is the depth image. The text on the bottle is not visible, and brightness shows distance. Lighter is closer, darker is farther. It helps the AI understand 3D structure, separating foreground and background so the result looks more natural and properly placed. And here is the canny image of the perfume bottle, where only the edges and outlines are detected, including the text. It helps the AI preserve shape and structure, keep accurate composition, and is useful for design and edge-based control. In short, it works like an outline guide for accurately recreating the object. And now let's use Image Edit Model Gwen 2511, which we'll use to process both the depth and canny images. After this, I'll compare the results from both. So here I will give text input and extend this edge to get the output in Image Viewer. And now let's add another image edit model to fill the Canny image. Now here I will add text input node and extend this edge to get output in the image viewer node. Now I will also add image comparison node. And here I will pass the output from both the Canny image and the depth image nodes into the image comparison node. Now let's add the text for depth image. So here it's a prompt. Fill this depth image of a perfume bottle with natural colors and create a realistic image. Now let's enter the text input for the Canny image. I'm going to use the same prompt as I used for the depth image. Now let's run the workflow. So here we have the final output. Now let's compare them. So here is the output from depth image. And this is the output from Canny image. You can clearly see the difference in this Canny image. The original bottle's shape, edges, and overall structure have been preserved much more accurately. It has even maintained the text placement on the bottle, which shows how well Canny preserves fine details and outlines. In comparison, the depth image preserves the overall scene layout and distance information, but some details of the bottle and text change in the final result. Simply put, Canny preserves shapes and details, while depth preserves depth and perspective. So, that's all about depth images and Canny images. Thanks for watching.